Good morning. Have you started your tomatoes? Yet? Well, all right, here I am, late again. They've been working us 7 days a week, so it's hard to get time to do things, but I just got done planting my tomato seeds. And, here I am. I got 4 that I planted for the regular garden, and that's Brandywine. I've never tried those. I've always heard how great they were, always wanted to, and just never done it. And I've got 2 of the seeds that we bought for the container project of a variety called Delicious. I've never grown those, but I don't know if you can see that or not. It says they're great for containers right at the top of the package. So maybe we accidentally got the right thing. And I've planted a few pots here of Swiss chard, board hook giant. Now, there's not much to know about this. I want to explain the timing and what I do a little bit. The timing is, in my part of the country, we put tomatoes out in the ground about the first week of May. Maybe the second week, depending on the weather. So right now is about 6 weeks to the 1st of May, to the first week of May. So to me, that's perfect. That'll get you a nice little plant, big enough to put outside, but not, you don't run risk of it being root bound in the pot, or have to transplant it a couple of times, repot it. It's just right. So you're going to get a plant similar to the size of the tomato plants you buy at the dollar store or the Walmart, Now, as far as the Swiss chard goes, that could be planted right out in the ground right now in my area. But I keep my garden with a heavy mulch over it, so what I do is I start things the same time that I'd be putting them in the ground outside. I start them in the greenhouse, let them get up tall enough that I can poke them into the mulch and they're going to stick through, and then take them outside, harden them off, get them into that ground. It actually gives them a little bit of a jump start over just putting the seed right in the ground, because they're in the greenhouse, it's warmer, and they're not as much exposed to the overnight low. Now, that's about that. Well, let me explain the other thing I wanted to tell you about. And it was kind of one of these things that I just sort of by accident came across. I never have bought seedling mats. I always wanted to. Always thought they looked like a good product. But for whatever reason, it's always been, well, I didn't have the extra cash right then I wanted to spend on it. Things would be a little tight. Or forgot it, and here it is time to use it, and I don't have it. It's too late to go order it or get it. So, by accident a couple of years ago, I found a solution. Now, you can probably hear running in the background, I've got just a little space heater. It's not much, just a little bitty one. Here a couple of years ago, I had started seeds. I'd done like I did today, just started a few seeds, and then I realized that in the next couple of nights it was going to get down below freezing, and I was a little concerned that I'd have things just sprouting and have them freeze off. So I tucked a little heater in here. Well, I stuck it under the bench. Then I start to realize that, hey, wait a minute. That heat's coming up and it's keeping my pans that my seedlings are in, it's keeping them nice and warm. So over the last couple of years I experimented. Sure enough, it warms that soil up enough that they germinate just kaboom. They really do good. So if you don't have a seedling mat, you're kind of in a pinch. About everybody's got a little electric heater somewhere. So, that doesn't have to slow you down. Well, all right, that's about it for today. I want you to have a quality day. Get out there, get those tomatoes a going.